Okay, let's see if that's alright. Looks like that's fine. Alright. Here you go. Hi guys. How you doing? How is your Friday going? Hopefully all is well. In theme of basically everything being completely out of order, I'm going to be working on some digital art today. Normally that would be on Wednesday, but Wednesday I was intensely working on getting the sock done, so that didn't happen. I mean, art didn't, but sock did get finished, which, yay. So now I can do all the other things, which has been basically a whole bunch of catch-up for me, because mainly I was like, hey, let's work on all the things, which in part is I have 2 wallpapers to work on, which I just started sketching those, which that's not what I'll be working on today. I have another thing which I want to upload onto Redbubble, which I'll be putting on there too. Yes, it's 2. Huh? It's always 2. So yeah, so there's that. As you can see probably from the start screen, definitely have been tinkering around with things and stuff. Also, I still don't know where the volume down button is on this. Just need to turn it down a little bit so now it's feeling like I'm shouting. That's better. Alright, so yeah, have made a little tweaks here and there, updated the tip bar while I was offline yesterday, so as you can see, changed to cherry blossom as colors for the month of April, and finally updated the little heart that well actually it was a thing of floof that was in the cup too, changed it into a heart, one of the yarn hearts, but like different colors, because I was basically like, I should probably get onto that. I kept meaning to do that, and then I was like, actually should do that now that I have some time. I think coffee powered, basically do all the things was my headspace yesterday, but I was definitely productive, so not bad. But Jane, hello, gotta finish this toe. You can do it. The toe's not much. But how goes? Based on which name you're using, I see that you are at home today. There we go. Let's get on to here. As you can see, I made a little frame thing for here, because I was like, you know what? I should probably update things and stuff. Also, let me actually make myself a wee bit bigger. Maybe just a wee bit bigger. I don't need to be a ton more huge, but rather not be too tiny. Also, have you seen anything shipping wise on your thing yet? Also, let's see. Let me go over to what I'm working on here. I have not. I actually just got mine this morning, so you probably should be getting yours soon. So, yeah, you definitely should, since I think you and I were pretty close. Let me zoom out a wee bit. Just got mine this morning. Let's see. I think I might make this a little bit bigger. I already made this. We are off to Destiny. Bad weather day that we don't. Ah, okay. Okay. Yay, a day off. That is definitely good. Alright, so let's see. I changed the pencil brush I was using because I wanted to use a different one. Oh, I did get it. Yay! Yeah, I just happened to see mine. I wasn't looking. I just happened to see it. So it worked out. And since it's priority mail, probably should get to both of us in a couple of days. Also, wrong pencil brush. Where pencil? Well, it says label's been created. I clicked the thing and mine had already left. Like, it's just going out as of yesterday. So it should be chugging on its way here today. also. Let's see. Okay, that's the one I'm looking for. Alright. I did not get the finish. So, yeah, Floof will likely be here, I'm guessing, middle of next week based on the fact that it's priority, so that will likely pop up on stream next week and we'll get to play around with that since I have Floof with me, so I can spin that on there. Well, that's gonna be fun. Or no, I brought Floof with me. Remember, I don't think. Well, actually, have you been here? Was it last week or the week before? I'd been spinning on my Turkish spindle. I have a whole braid of the acrylic Floof with me, so that is a thing. And keep forgetting which pencil I'm using because it's not the usual pencil tool. God damn it. Yeah, that one. Do. But yeah, that's not all. Other than some stream updates visually on OBS, if you actually do exclamation point animation, you will see another thing I at least finally got started on doing. Awesome. But yeah, it's just the acrylic floof that I already have with me that I'm gonna be playing around with. I think animation, so add an S to that? If I said it without the S, my bad. My bad. I swore I said S in there. Oh well. Yeah, I finally started GIFbot stuff and things. I only have a couple of those in there. Yeah, I made sure to test them. I don't have all of them left in there yet, as you can see. And yeah, anything that had music in there, I haven't added the music back because I need to find something I could possibly add a replacement sound or a substitute sound to. But anything that does not have, you know, like music stuff, gonna be back in there. Alrighty. Nope, why did I do that? I should have changed back to the pencil brush. That would have been smarter. So I'm still sketching. I have not warmed up on the tablet yet, so my control is a little bit wonky. Do 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 do. My control is usually not this level of crap. Let's see. Alright. Not perfectly straight, but I just want to see. Okay, how if I just rotate it this way, and that would probably be a wee bit better. I'm thinking about doing these in like 3 different color palettes depending on how this first one turns out. I think I should be fine once I'm done, but we will see. Some of you might be able to guess what it is already, but probably once I add in the details a bit more, I'm definitely going to be more plainly obvious. There. Alright, so that's that layer. Okay. I had done a quick sketch of this today on my tablet and then basically uploaded it onto here, so I haven't really gotten to fully doing everything set yet. I'm basically going over what I've done and seeing what I can tweak a little bit and all that stuff while I'm here. Which I did make it a wee bit bigger too, but I think I might make it bigger again. Right now the canvas is 2500 by 2500 pixels, not huge. I actually just might go for like 3000 by 3000, if not 3500 by 3500 pixels. Recess canvas, yeah, 3500. I want it to fit on like most things. There we go. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, this layer is invisible, so I just put the white down there. Oh, why did I lock that? There we go. Alright. But yeah, that means I'm gonna have to make this a wee bit bigger. Or just have like a whimsical background. That would work too. It depends. Alright. Let's see. Okay. I forgot what layer is that one? Nope. Control Shift. There we go. Okay. I think I should move up my thing because this is still very small. I for me to read even with my glasses on, although it's partially the fact that I probably have the screen like minimized, so smaller than what I normally would have it, which is full screen. Okay. I could probably add one of those. Let's see. Sprinkles and stuff here. Alright. I did all the different parts on different layers just to make sure that everything isn't cluttered. Alright. There we go. Alright, so 6 layers of line art. Let's see, let's zoom myself right back in here. You have to hook it up a little bit and make sure that curve is evident. Welcome back!
After that,
Alright. Let's see. Since I'd resize this, which I might just put all of these together once I like solidify the line art and then just make this a wee bit bigger. Maybe. Although just in case anything ends up wrong, I do honestly want to at least have there. It's probably a bit large. Actually, okay, that still doesn't fully look right to me. Oh, also, I'm not sure if you saw my other update that was in the Discord last night. If not, it should probably pop up as a timer on here at some point during stream today. I put it in there. so that's basically what I spent a good chunk of Thursday working on. Thanks to the power of coffee. Although I did make sure to get up and like take breaks, like a little bit. Also, let's turn you on your side here. Forgive me, anybody who doesn't do, you know, motion on things and stuff. This pretty much helps me out a lot on stuff like curves and stuff like this. Alright, and then let's see if I can. Whoops. Not to clean those up, but I just want to at least have something on there. Nope. Any AFK again? Alrighty. I think I might change the. Oops. I keep pressing Central Shift instead of the other thing. Whoops. Yeah, let me just tweak this color to something a wee bit darker. More visible. There, although that one's pretty close to that, so actually let me just change that to this. So it's a nice contrast. I can honestly very much prefer having a lot of contrast between layers when I'm first starting out here, so I know what's what. And a wee bit more to zoom in. Oh, that's still locked. Whoops. I was like, why are you not working? You know, maybe the layer's locked. And let's make sure that is locked and closed. Oop, wrong one. I have like 6-7 windows open, so I'm like, which one is that again? Because one of the streams I had open just ended, so I realized I should probably close that window. Try to avoid creating a resource suck, even though this could probably hand it more so than the previous laptop. I don't want to overwork it unnecessarily. Okay. Yay! I added a small thing in the art section for the wallpaper. There's like one or two things I don't really like in the fact that it doesn't allow for like multiple of different kinds of links, like, you know, like Only has like one of each sort of words. Social media site on the bottom there. They have to be like a little bit clever of like adding things on there. At the Twitch link on the bottom, but I think I might switch that to the Etsy link, maybe. That, or just put that on the... in a different section. I've been meaning to put that on there for a while. The website in general, but I had been having issues, like the thing was somehow broken and they had to delete the old version, which I hadn't gotten far in, so oh, and I was using a blending tool instead of the actual eraser. Whoopsie. Also, I don't know why. Well, actually, I do know why, but I was like, hey, let me just watch Law & Order SVU last night. Because Stabler was coming back and all that stuff. Which, for anybody who didn't watch and actually cares, spoilers and stuff and things, don't listen for like 10 minutes. I've been watching the original. Yeah, I have not watched Law and Order given, the things and stuff that had been happening last year. Like, that sort of programming kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. But I was like, hey, I can watch this because Stabler's coming back. Which, by the way, they killed off his wife, which I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Why? Why? They really need to give him some drama? He already has enough shit going on. Bring it back just to kill off his wife, because he has his own show and they're doing like a piggyback off back to back. So like SVU and then what's the name of that one? Organized Crime, I think. Which Organized Crime should be interesting. But of course they go in Italian. Which I'm not really surprised. Although it looks like his actor, Christopher Maloney, actually speaks some Italian. Not that I'm fluent or anything. I barely know any sort of Italian. From when I had a music class back in college and you had to sing 3 songs. 2 of them were in Italian. 1 of them was in German. I did the best in German, although German's harder than the Italian, which is hilarious. But yeah, I've seen the original Law and Order too. I don't think I've seen the later stuff, but I've definitely seen a good chunk of it. And my favorite cop pairing out of there was the dude from The Flash that plays Joe. Green Lenny, and what's his face? I'm forgetting his character's name right now. Damn it. I'm not sure why I'm blanking on his name right now. I imagine you probably know who I'm talking about. I am blanking on his name. But they're my favorite out of all the pairings that they have on there. Oh yeah, because I have the sideways, so it's not gonna go the same way. Number 110 I also enjoy for its own reasons, even though, you know, that be terrifying sometimes. But yeah, definitely been watching a lot less crime shows as of late. I still listen to podcasts here and there, but definitely a lot less crime shows. I had not really watched SVU since Elliot left terribly much. I mean, he wasn't my favorite character or anything, but I did enjoy Maloney and Olivia's actresses. I lost the word. I just had the word in my head. What is wrong with me today? My brain is supplying compassion, but no, compatibility. There we go. Compatibility. They really worked well together. So them coming back together after a decade, a literal decade, is like a lot. But yeah. Really pissed they killed off the white wife for trauma's sake. And I don't like it. I think that's also what killed me off of watching the show back when Stabler left too, just because they're like, hey, they have this lady, black woman who helped out the church in there for like quite a while. Like quite a few seasons she would pop up here and there, and then it's just like the last episode Stabler was in with the whole thing and stuff. They killed her off, and I was just like, because literally she had popped out, I was like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. And then I was like, son of a... She just there mind her own business and they just kill her off. Fucking show. So yeah, I was like, nope, we're done here. Goodbye. Not happening. No thank you. That has always been a thing, you know, where the not white characters are expendable in shows, and it's like, really? This what we doing? Then I will not be watching you. Goodbye. Okay, I think I might do over that one because that one just looks weird. My hand feels like it's slightly cranky for some reason, and I don't know why. Not like I've knitted, although yesterday I was pretty much drawing a good chunk of the day digitally. I was working on 2 wallpapers because I need to get those, one for Patreon and one for the Ko-fi page, so I want to see how much of those I can get done before the next sock pattern drops, whenever that might be. but more than likely it's gonna be probably at least next week or so, if not the week after that, depending on, when all the teams finish up and all that. But that's probably gonna be soon, given how, people have been flying through it. Yeah, so I want to see how much stuff I can get done, but at the same time, not overwork myself, because that's not gonna be helpful to me either. So yeah. Yeah, I figured, because I saw there were like people were just getting through. Like, first time it was 11 and then 22 and then 33, and that's why I was like, I should probably finish these socks or else I'm not going to have a spot left. So that's why I was doing that push on Wednesday. I'm just very relieved to have gotten that off my plate. I know that's not always going to be the case, but I think it's just because these socks go a little bit fast. That's why that was happening. Oh, also, we are down to 2 sub-sketches, by the way. I asked the last 2 people who I owe sub-sketches to, and they both said, it's fine, I can do whatever. So, yeah. Gonna be some random sub-sketches. Probably not this week. I will definitely see about at least getting some foundational sketches done. But definitely looks like I'll at least be finishing them sometime this year, so yay! But yeah, possibly right after Sock Madness. Which also, yeah, I'm gonna have some like ground rules for sub-sketches before I put them back on there. There will be no more having multiple sub-sketches in the queue. Because that was a whole bloody thing. So, like, if you have a sub-sketch already to be completed, you don't get another one. Like, that would count as a reroll on the sub wheel. Although I'm honestly gonna leave the spin again as a option on the wheel too. Alright, and let's see. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so that layer's mostly done. I'll probably need to poke it a little bit more. So if you haven't figured out what I am drawing, I'm basically drawing one of those overloaded milkshakes. Maybe on Wheel, I'm not sure if somewhere else. Not with me, no. I could probably do like a red bubble one. Because those wouldn't be expensive. Plus, I don't have stamps. I mean, I could probably just easily get some off of what's its face? USPS, but I don't have stamps on hand. That is not a thing I do. Which I think I might think about at some point. Doing other stickers. But maybe like later on in the year, possibly. So right now, I think the holographic ones are just fine. Because those are pretty. Oops, wrong brush. That was about to be the wrong brush. I know it stands, but we definitely do have regular envelopes around, so that's definitely an idea to do once I get back. So I'll definitely keep that in mind. Alright. And I hope those look like sprinkles instead of rice grains. Okay, that one kind of looks like a rice grain. Nope, let's see if I can get that. Do 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 do. I don't want to leave like too much of an empty white spot. There we go. Alright, so let me zoom out and see what that looks like. Alright, probably put more on there, but I could save that for another time while I'm offline. That looks alright for now. Alright, so let's move to the next layer here. I don't need to do too much with this one. And let's make that a little thinner. And let's actually make that a little bit bigger. I'll have to add more of the pretzels on here. I just drew one on there, so I at least have an example. Which I drew that pretzel off the top of my head. I had to fix it a wee bit, but it looks fine now. Not sure what flavor of ice cream I'm gonna make this. Maybe mint chocolate chip, because I really do like a mint chocolate chip ice cream a lot. Like, that is my thing when it comes to ice cream. Of course, I love chocolate in general. No one is shocked here. I am not sure if I'll get to the like flat colors and such today on this. Probably. I want to at least get a little bit of this done. I don't have any plans to finish today. Oopsie. I accidentally erased a little bit of that. I notice I've been getting more into using the pencil tools phase of like using the pen tools for like sketching because I like the cleaner lines of it, but honestly, pencil tool can give a bit of a softer look, which is definitely good. I'd probably put another one of those. If I didn't put the straw, I was thinking maybe that could be the straw, but yeah. I'd probably use something else as a straw. Alright, so It's fine. I pick up the color for this next layer. Which I probably should actually, let me just select and add a few more of these. Vector tool, there you are. Now, let me try that again. Felt like I crossed into that. There we go. Copy. And there we go. We'll have to keep moving these and then I don't mind drawing another pretzel, but I figure it's just simpler. Just do that instead. Alright, and then brush, and then let's do another two maybe of these guys. And then I'll have to merge the layers so it's not like 5 layers of just pretzels. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then where's the other one? Oh well. Unless it's this one? I don't know. Nope. There should be another layer pasted, but I don't see it. And I forgot what the shortcut is for this, so let me just select that thing. Merge with layer before. Oh, it's centrally. Alright. 2, 3. Okay, then which layer is that? 1, 2, 3. Also, it is windy as all hell down here. Like, white windy. 2. Ah, okay, that's what there it is. Process of elimination is sometimes your friend. Alright, so now I can merge them. Awesome. 1, 2, 3. There. Alright, so let me just pick up this color if I didn't already. I forget if I did. Oh, also I need to change the brush tool again. I realize I did not. And let's saturate that a wee bit more. Oh, whoops, I lost the color. Yeah. A bit darker. And let's change this color here. So it's a lot easier to see what the hell is going on. And there. That one looks weird. I could erase that and just draw it myself, but nah. Also, I think drawing this is just gonna make me hungry. Hasn't happened yet, but that is definitely gonna be a thing soon enough. Also, let's unlock this layer, you know, so I can actually draw the thing. That would be infinitely helpful. I'm gonna have to start prepping these in advance, these wallpapers, so I can get these done on time. No, I didn't do one for the Patreon, even though I don't have any patrons, but I'd rather not get into the habit of, you know, just not doing one. There. Okay, and let's see. Oh, I missed that. Also, I keep leaning in like I can't just, you know, zoom in on here. Instead of, you know, trying to, you know, torture my neck. That would be smart. You know, I just enjoy torturing myself, I guess. Oh look, spam. Have you actually tried any one of these like overloaded milkshakes with like all the stuff on there? I've only seen one of these on, you know, Food Network shows. They look like a lot, which they are, because, you know, they have like slices of cake and all those things on there. It's crazy. Plus, I feel like that should last me like at least a week at best. And at worst, that should be like at least 2 weeks of food in one of those things. There. Also, I knew I could just use a stabilizer, but I don't feel like it. I'd rather keep this a little bit soft and sketchy. Although I might come in a wee bit later and just, like, you know, straighten out some lines if I want to have a little bit of Christmas here and there. Also, oops, I apparently didn't see that was there. That's fine. Let's try that again. Oh, so I should probably drink some water. That would be smart. Also, how long have I been going for? I have not been paying attention to the time. I've just been chattering away. Oh, it is break time already. Let me just finish this layer. It should hopefully not take me terribly long. I was just like, wait a minute. I just been like stupidly hyper focused and did not realize that it's time for me to take a break, or my neck will be very angry at me by the time these 3 hours are over. Although I might go over, I don't know. Maybe. And depends on where we end up by the end of stream. I'm not going by any reference. I literally sketched this morning. But I did have a look at a couple of them on Pinterest and all that. Just to make sure I wasn't missing terribly much of anything. I'm definitely gonna have to go quick on this because I know it's a little annoyed tingling of the nerves in the back of my neck, meaning I have definitely hunched over this for quite a while. And my neck does not appreciate it, so that's fun. It is really a force of habit that I really should stop doing, and I don't. Yeah, that'll be that more. Alright, let's do this one up here. I'm probably gonna have to give this another once over, although I usually give my stuff a once over when I finish anyway, which I was doing that with the cat one. Also, I should probably have one of those past project things on the be right back screen like I used to. Just hadn't gotten around to that. But it definitely gives people a nice idea of what they're in for, project-wise, when it comes to all the crafts and stuff. Jan, do you have an estimated date on when the floof wheel shows up for you? I am just curious. Or no? Yeah, this one's a little bit stretched, but I will possibly see that. Fixing that. The angle's gonna be weird. That's a little too stretched upwards. Unless I can just select it from here and then just edit how it looks. That would be smarter. Nope, that was terrible. There we go. And let's adjust you a wee bit. I think that's somewhat better, because it hadn't been adjusted well enough for angle and such. There we go. The perspective wasn't quite right. Oh, so I really want pretzels right now. This is why I probably don't draw food often. Because it just makes me hungry. No. Alright, come around. There we go. And then come through with the eraser a wee bit. It's definitely a little bit messy in places, but it's to be expected. There we go. That line was weird. A wee bit flat. I swear, these did not look translucent like this. Oops. When I was working on this on my tablet, but I think mainly just because the tablet's so close to my face. That probably makes it less faint. Also, I should be saving this. I had not saved this the entire time. This is why you save your work. or else it will bite you in the ass real quick. Especially when your computer blue screens. It ain't fun. Trust me. And then there we go. I can just come through a little bit. Alright, so let me just zoom out and see what I have here. Oh, I didn't do that yet, but I can wait for that till I come back. I just want to get that area at least somewhat done with. Alright, so let me actually take a break before my neck really starts complaining at me. Yep, definitely time for a break. Be right back in like 5-10 minutes because I just really need to stretch this here. Let's go here. There we go. Enjoy the Plinko game. I believe only global Twitch emails work for here. Don't see anything stating otherwise, so no clue on that. Be right back. There we go. Oh, hello. Back again. There we go. So I was checking out the tracking for the floof thing, that being the electric eel wheel 6 for anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about. Oh, so let's see. Okay, yeah. I figured that was going on for too long, so let's close that window too. And... well, I don't need that open. There we go. But yeah, I was looking at it, I was just like, where it's coming from, it literally went up, like, probably like 2-3 hour drive, I guess, over into New Hampshire to like send it out, like, which I guess that must be the closest distribution place, but it was kind of weird. It was like, why are you going up? Because it starts at Massachusetts. I feel like it should have been, like, you know, distributed from Massachusetts to come down here, because it's just like you're going backwards to go forwards. It was weird and hilarious. Do I want to keep that one? I think that's what I was trying to possibly put 2 of these in here. Or just like stick one. Oh, that's the eraser. That would be no use to me right this second. There's no predicted delivery date on it yet, but you know, based on how stuff travels, I guess maybe down here possibly by like Wednesday, if not Thursday. Oh. Our line might be a wee bit off, maybe. Whoopsie. Come on, you can do the thing. I do imagine Twitch is going to be awash with Hoyle 6 unboxing videos. That and possibly YouTube too. Okay, not sure I missed that line, but I probably didn't notice that it was that much of a gap to it. Help. And okay, that's finally over. Alright, sorry about that. I might switch to something else later on, not sure. Depending how I feel about this. No. Yay! The pictures have to put the keyboard out of her. Yep. No worries. Yes, where's the thing? Now I have some GIFs again. I think that's there. Oh, hi. I saw you were there. But obviously I don't call out people lurking. How you doing? I presume you have a day off today. How goes the things and the stuff? No worries. Ah, okay, lunch break. There's also that. But yeah, no worries. And I go knock out the... You can do it! Yeah, I figured you meant knock. You're fine. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Alright, let's erase that wee bit. How far you have to go? Hopefully not terribly far. Also, I should probably move the cup up to above everything else. Don't have to worry about that. Oops. How about I not do that? And then come back here. There we go. Oh, that also means I'm gonna have to layer the colors slightly weird. I'm just, oh. How many spots do you have left? I think my team is about full. Tailspin spot. Yay! Okay, good. Yeah. Jane had checked my team, and my team's just about full. Thankfully, I finished my sock. Finished my sock Wednesday right as I was about to end stream, so that worked out for me. Jane has no. Oh man. Sorry. That has been a thing. It just, I think because this pattern goes fast, it's just like, you turn your back and it's just like 10 more spots to fill by the time you blink. It's ridiculous, but at the same time, at least I didn't have to scream about this pattern like I did the previous one. So, there's that too. Oh my, oh, you pressed the wrong key. Never mind. That's a relief though. You still have time. That can take, yeah. Well, sometimes I feel like it takes a little while for the number to get updated. I'm looking at the, yeah. That's what I had been doing. But that was making me a little stressed, so I had stopped looking at the sheet. So, yeah. Staring at the sheet excessively is not going to help me jack. So, Oh, the one with all the teams. Yeah, no, I just look at my individual team. Just took me a second to realize you meant the giant one with all the teams. Hold on. Da 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 da. I really wish they would stop making noise. There we go. Sorry about that. Also, I think that line might be a wee bit off. Let's stare. Although, let's see. Straight line tool. Let me just double check. Okay, no, that's fine. And I just accidentally erased it because I had the wrong thing on. Never mind. There we go. Okay, the bottom of that one's just slightly off. Just a tiny bit. Alright, other than that, it's fine. Yeah, the donut I have over there, I am not sure about the inner hole, the way it looks. I think I might just have the angle wrong. That might not be the proper angle for that perspective going on here. Alright, so, yeah. Trying to pick up another color and make that a wee bit darker so that's a bit more visible. And okay. Also, let me take it off of that tool there. That stops being a thing. Okay, that's better. But yeah, at least it's a false alarm, so you definitely have some time. So that's good at least. Oh, let me actually unlock that layer so I can start doing the catching portion. The next two, yep. I literally took you like a partial break, like the day before I finished, just because I was like, my brain needs a break, at least for a few hours, which is why I was playing the word game, which I can actually do that again, like the last hour. That would probably be fun. Although I remember that one lasted like 40 minutes also. Whoops. Let me just rotate you. Forgive me, anybody who gets motion sick. I just need to move this thing around so I'd have a better perspective on this. So... okay. Oh, whoops. What hard mix? Please stop. Where's normal? Thank you. I accidentally clicked that thing and it started scrolling. Oh, so it's just gonna keep doing that. Okay. There. Yeah, my bad. Try not to move too much, but I usually need to change perspective for certain things. But yeah, anybody who's not been here since earlier, other than the couple of stuff I've done and scenes, there are a couple more updates. GIFBot is somewhat functional now. You can do exclamation point animations with an S, and you'll get a list of commands that we currently have available. I think I need to tweak one of them because I think I have it wrong. Actually, let me do that now since GIFBot is in my face. I think it might be the command, probably. Yeah. Let me make sure. Yeah. That's a subscriber only thing, so let me put that. So that works. Alright. That's done and fixed. But yeah, so GIFBot have website stuff and things, which that will probably come up on the timer here and there. Probably not selling stuff on there for now. Just logistically speaking, it makes things a bit more saner to just sell it via Etsy for the moment. I wanted to at least have a website and stuff, so that's good and set now. So, yeah. I wonder what flavored donut I could make that to be. Which, obviously, just to note, these are not the final colors of what the line art's gonna be. Which I use my sketch layer as my line art layer. I just tend to come back and clean it up a little bit so it's a bit less messy later down the line. Also, ow, the area in the middle of my thumb is just like, no, we're not doing this. Can we not do that? I appreciate it. I need my thumb so I can move and do stuff, please. I think it might be all the knitting, even though I have not been knitting since Wednesday, man. Chill out. Okay. Sorry, I got sidetracked by blah blah blahing, but let's see. GIFBot, stream overlay stuff, which I'm not completely done with that, and also GIFBot. GIFBot's just going to be me adding stuff as I go along. Every time I find an opportunity to sit down and add a couple of things until we're all done and caught up. Also, what else? This website, and I think that's about it in things. Other than Floof Wheel coming possibly sometime next week, so definitely be on the lookout on that too. Which, that was a bit earlier than I expected it to be. I honestly thought it might show up, say, or at least get a notification that it's shipped next week. At the earliest. Oh, okay, yeah, that would be why that line is a wee bit. Off on both bits here. And then I guess maybe move this line up here. And then that line's angle is gonna be a wee bit off. So let me just erase you here. I definitely feel like I got a lot of stuff done yesterday. Yay, coffee fuel productivity. Although it made me realize and remember why Taster's Choice, at least the small little packets, I'm not terribly fond of. I don't like them. Although technically that thing's supposed to be like for an 8 ounce, but cup was not that big. It was like, say, probably a 12 ounce cup. Like, even with the usual stuff I put in there, it tastes weird. Don't like it. I might have to use the other coffee that we got. Although I did buy the Beanies coffee that Brickled Fireworks had mentioned the other day with their hazelnut flavor. Because there was like only 3 flavors individually that you could get. I was buying something else, I realized I'd forgot that I'd needed for down here. Which I swore I packed, but I did not. But apparently missed it, so that's a thing. Should be fine until it gets here, but still, I'm just like, how did I forget that? But definitely gonna use that as an opportunity to try and see if the instant coffee flavor is as right she says it is. Which I presume yes, but I want to try it for myself. There were some people in reviews saying that it might be a little sweet and then put less sugar, which that is interesting. That is not something you usually hear a lot about with instant coffee, at least not that I've seen, although I don't really look at, sugar content of instant coffee. Honestly, instant coffee itself is straight bitter. Which is why I have to have at least something to help it out. Creamer, or just sugar and milk. Just at least one of those things to help it out. Want the way to clean up? No, I had gotten some instant coffee because I was getting something I'd completely forgotten to bring, like a doofus here. Oh, I don't want to search with Amazon. I just want to get to Amazon. That's the Beanies coffee. I think it's from England. Yeah, it's an English brand, but they have it available on Amazon for like $11. Yeah. All right. So, Beanies. They only had like 3 flavors. Oh, of course they're gonna search for hats. Let's see. Yeah, some from the thing I ordered, so it's not gonna show up like that. Alright, there we go. But yeah, there was a review basically saying that I think one of the instant coffees, I got the nutty hazelnut one, and that one they were basically saying, hey, that one is possibly a little sweet, so put a little less sugar or creamer than you normally would, which I was surprised at, because it's not a thing I typically hear about instant coffee. Which, yes, I drink instant coffee. I know that's not everybody's preferred thing, but easiest for me to deal with. Yeah, I was like, it could just be sensitive palate of some kind, I don't know. Because that is not a thing I've ever heard. Alright, so also let me actually tilt this back up too. Best I have an instant mix at my friend's house. I rarely make iced coffee. I've definitely been cutting back on the coffee and the black tea lately. Mainly because sometimes my stomach tends to protest very vehemently at it. Also, that is the wrong layer. Let's try again. Wrong layer. Let's make that actually a wee bit darker because that's actually a bit light. Although I do like that color a lot. Like a faint fuchsia-ish color, but muted, which is interesting. Also, yeah, a wee bit darker so it is more visible to you guys. And also this is the last layer, so once I get that bit done and then figure out a couple of things, might get to flat colors for a second break and then maybe switch over to a game for the rest of the stream, just because. But yeah, no, I figured no one would be like actual judgy about it, but I know sometimes people are just like, ugh, instance? You heathen. Not that I've had that comment to my face, but yeah, I know some people are just like, nope. Which that is fair. People can like what they like. But don't tell me how to live. Or it'll very much suck for you. Do. That's the same for me too. Yeah. Exactly the same thing, although again, that's not a thing I've really heard. Red Heart is good and it has its place, plus also it is definitely good for if you need something to be durable and, you know, not get pelted in the washing machine after like the 5th use. It's what I make my hats out of. I've never really had a problem. I mean, yes, the older stuff is definitely a little bit more scratchy, but if you like sit it in some conditioner and let it chill out for a bit, that usually helps it out. And like put it in the dryer. Also, look, website thing. I was wondering when that timer was gonna happen. Only took like 2 hours. I think because it's a newer one, that's why it didn't pop up in there. Plus, I'm trying to not put too many timers. But I don't want to like clog up the chat with stuff either. So that's the thing. But yeah, that was basically the majority of what I was working on yesterday. Like me like fidgeting around with things and stuff. Which I added another thing in there this morning when it occurred to me. So, which layer is that? Oh, that's this layer. Alright. Alright, and then also these crib things keep coming off of here. The second one's starting to slide. First one, I think it came off probably back home. I really need to just super glue these on or something that would stop. Like, the adhesive is just, like, melting off of there. And it's terrible. That is a thing that keeps happening with these, but other than that, it's fine. But this isn't an expensive tablet anyway, so that is, like, the only criticism I have of this thing. And Crafty, please go away with the stupid email. Go away, please. I'm busy. I'm thinking that back there to be like a piece of chocolate, maybe. Yes, I'll have to release that line. That or it'll just get covered once I start adding colors in here. So it's fine either way. Oh, so I do need to add a straw, don't I? Yep. A straw would probably be helpful, although it'd probably be fine without the straw too. Possibly, maybe. And also, very unrelated and random thing popped up on TV. I haven't watched NCS like habitually in quite some time, and then that seems to be a thing that comes up down here. It tends to be on in like the living room. And it was like, hey, Drew Carey. I did not realize he had guest starred in an episode, and I was just like, oh, hello there. I mean, not like a weird fit or anything, because, you know, he served in the military back in, I believe, Korea? I think, because I had looked this up one time. I was surprised. But mainly because I forget how old he is. Although, not really difficult to remember now when you see him with the gray beard on The Price is Right, and I was just like, what? When did this happen, sir? Where did that beard come from? Not that I'm against it, it's more of like, surprise! There's a beard! But it's none of my business, so... yeah. Okay, I am just like randomly like scribbling in some like chocolate chips on here. And why is that even emailing me, even though I don't want a loan at this point in time? Like Quicken Loans, and I'm like, I've never applied to Quicken Loans, so I don't know why in the hell are you even mustering the ability to email me? Like, at all. Got really, no, me it's just spam phone calls, like, legit. Like a whole bunch of them. My mom complains about them too, because parents and myself are like on a general plan thing, and it's like, I feel like considering we're all on the same plan, they kind of just like ring around the rosy who they call the most or some shit like that. I don't know. That's how I feel. And it's just been my time, and I'm just like, oh goody. Also, why keep the watch on mute during stream, like do not disturb, so I don't have to deal with that vibrating on my wrist every frickin' 30 minutes or so. But it's like, hi, I will not fall for your scams. I've watched how many episodes of American Greed, where enough of them is telemarketers. Please go away. That and are Ponzi schemes. It's been a while. When's the last time I've watched an episode of American Greed? That is a good question. But yeah, sometimes it tends to like feel like it's the same thing. A couple of them it's like con people, and other times it's like a movie scam, you know, it's like, hey, we're filming this movie, we just need some investors and backers, and we're just doing all this thing, and of course there's no such goddamn movie. And all that. It's a whole thing. It just really sucks sometimes, because it's just like, can we just not screw with the little people? Okay, thanks. That'd be wonderful. Please leave them alone. They already got their own shit. Alright, so this is what we have line art wise right now. And that's about, let's see, save. Let's see, do I want to put this together? Or I might just expand this layer by layer, because this is actually on a larger canvas than when I sized it up to before, so I might have to do that again. Come on. I'm not really, I just want to, oh, yeah, that's the one I'm going to have to do it by. Oh wait, yeah, that has to be on. There we go. And then, hi, let's get you to do the thing. I don't have to draw that for like a third goddamn time. Leave that there and then... make sure everything's about where it was before. Also, let me zoom back in a wee bit just to make sure my positioning is right on what went where. Nope, don't do that. There we go. Something like that. There. Alright, and then I literally have to go layer by layer because they're separate layers. That's not gonna take forever. A little bit more. So let's make sure that this is where I need it to be. So I can avoid any issues when I start coloring this stuff in. If I put it wrong, basically all the angles and stuff are going to be off. Alright, and last one. Okay, that had been over there, so that's okay. Nope. Let's make that a little bit smaller so it's not covering the... Okay, there we go. So that might not be white enough is my problem. Nope, wrong layer. Although, let's see if I can... And then the one with the donut is over here. Might need to adjust a wee bit. Okay, yeah, about there-ish, because I know those lines are crossing. Okay, and then back to brush. So, let's see. That can't stay where it is, I think. I need to figure out what line order this is going to be, because I think that has to be above the cup. Or else that's going to interfere later on. There. So that has to be hanging over the cup. And that puts that over this layer, so... yeah, I'll have to Yay! How many spots left? Congratulations! I saw the ping in the Discord. Where's the thing? Also, I now have appropriate alerts for this sort of stuff. There we go. That should pop up. I think my team is okay, good. Then you got in there certainly comfortably. That's really good. Let's see. I think. Wrong one. I was about to do the other thing, so yeah. Let's do that. And save. Save what I have right now. Also take a break because it is, yeah, past the 2-hour mark. Oof. And that certainly does not like me. Alright, so... Not impressed with the bonus. Yes, some people actually said they like it. But whatever. But I don't want to look at the... Yeah, that is usually the mood after every round. It's like, I don't want to ever see socks until the next round. Okay. Although after the first round, like a couple of days, I was like, I kind of want to knit socks. And it's like, don't do that. That is not a good idea. Please do something else. You have other options. Which I didn't. But, yeah. I haven't like had a real good look at it. It's like, I actually like that sock, but I haven't given it like a full-on once-over. Plus, it could be the colors too. Although those colors usually go together, so... But yeah, I'm going to take my second break, be back in 5 minutes. Going to work on this like a little bit more, and then possibly play a little bit of my puzzle games again, just because. But I will be right back in like 5-10 minutes. Ta-da! Okay, here we go, and back. Oh, okay. I was like, where'd my tablet go? Right behind me. Here we go. Alright, so I think it's about flat color time, or at least starting some flat colors here and there. Although, actually, I want to at least fix this. It looks like these lines are short before we even start doing that. Let's see. Because I readjusted everything. So it's going to cause some of the lines to be a wee bit off here and there. So, let me just adjust this. Sorry, I used the mouse wheel to get down there. And where the hell is... Oh, there I am. It's just the thing is so tiny, it's hard to see. So... Ah, okay, I made it smaller, that's why. There, that should be a bit more visible. Is anything smaller than, like, say, 6 megapixels or so? Not megapixels, 6 pixels. Megapixels are for cameras. Yeah, anything smaller than 6 pixels tends to be really hard for me to see, especially given the whole, this is not full screen, because I need to be able to see the chat and stuff, so that's a thing. Also, I clicked the eraser. Thank you. this is probably gonna be the last time I adjust before I merge all the layers. That's what I'm planning on doing. If not, I could always just like do the liner right over that. But I honestly rather not, in all honesty. Also, hold on. Yeah, that might not be right because there was not that bit of a wide gap up the top there. So let me actually take a moment here to adjust that. Because yeah, that was not that much of a white spot there. Do you have any other non-sock projects you would want to work on, Jane? You know, until the next round, whenever that may be. Okay, that's slightly better, but that line's still a little bit off, so let's see. I can always erase it and come back. It's fine. Not the worst case scenario here. Having a couple lines be off. Certainly not terrible. Crochet project. Ooh! I know of that. My brain is picturing the wrong thing though. I'm thinking of the thing from Ori and the Blind Forest, which I have that on my PC. My laptop here. Which I still have not played since buying it on sale from Steam. Which is why I have forbidden myself to buy any more games until I play a good chunk of the games I have on here. Which is not a ton, but I refuse to buy games if I still have games I need to, you know, play. Also, isn't it amigurumi? Yeah, you just said it was something from a game, so more than likely amigurumi. Da, 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 da. Alright. Also, I'm gonna make that a wee bit smaller so I can deal with that. I don't want that being too much of a mess. Alright, let's see. I have not really decided on colors at all. Also need to there. I think those are slightly off, although let's see if I can adjust that without having to change the where am I? Yeah, sprinkles and such. And then let's check how up here is doing. Yeah, that's a little bit off. If you don't have your line art fully right, it tends to highlight that when you're moving stuff around. Not like literally, but it tends to be a bit more noticeable. Alright, so brush. Okay, mostly fine. Nope. That one's not where I need it to be. Yeah. I want that hanging there. And alright, so just need to mess around with that just a wee bit. Although I can just literally use the Right line tool for any of those gaps. Whoops. No, that's a tiny bit off. Maybe a bit closer to this. I've not really decided on what those are. I think like cinnamon sticks maybe. If not cinnamon sticks, oh, what's those other things? What's that Italian dessert thing where, you know, they have like those sticks with like cream in the middle of them? Sometimes see them in the dollar store or something. I forget what those are. My brain is definitely gravitating toward those. I like those a lot. And then let me just put in the line by hand and call it a day. Definitely have to make sure I remember shading, because there's going to be a lot of shadows given everything is piled on top of each other. But that shouldn't be terribly much of an issue. Alright, let's see. Mostly it, but again, I could always come back to a good chunk of this later when I'm like cleaning up the things. I say as I continue to clean up the things. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's just like the actual name eludes me right now. Alright, so let's start flat colors here and there. I kind of want to do outrageous colors, but at the same time, I have to make sure, you know, the colors actually work with each other. Alright, so let's see. Add that one. There's gonna be so many freaking layers when I'm done with this, because it's basically gonna be the thing, flat color, shading, and considering there are 6 layers, that means that's gonna be about 18 layers. Although, I have definitely had more layers than that on stuff, depending on how detailed I want to get. Or depending on like how much stuff I want to have like separate from each other. Don't think I'll keep it this blue. I could keep it, make it like a pastel color. Maybe, possibly. Which I have no idea what, actually no, I'm gonna make it somewhat translucent here and there. Be able to open. Yeah, it's not opening, although we might be able to run some warm water on the lid there and get it to open. Okay, my hand did not like opening that, or at least attempting opening that. I don't think I could get a solid enough grip on that thing. Yeah, I don't think I want to keep it this blue. But again, I do want to have some outlandish colors here and there. No, I said eraser. See, it's not just me. I keep selecting the thing and it's not doing that. Does this thing need to update? I don't think it is, but I'm definitely gonna have to check on that. But usually this thing doesn't need to update like terribly much in a year, like maybe a few times because this is an open source program, so it's on them to update the things and the stuff. That or maybe just the driver on the tablet. That sometimes can be a culprit too. And that usually needs to update a bit more in comparison. Alright. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Lock the layer and change the color. Because I feel like a pastel would definitely have more versatility in whatever I use for the other colors present. Okay. I need like a really light brown color. Sorry, playing musical chairs on this. Let's see. Make that one. I'll label them at some other point. I have to find a brown for the pretzels. But that shouldn't be terribly difficult. Yep, Nick is definitely protesting. Not the worst. It usually protests, but I can definitely feel it going. What the hell are you doing? Sorry, I'm like ping-ponging everywhere. Alright. I wonder if I could have put sprinkles on the cake bit too. I could just copy the sprinkle and just like put it on there, maybe. At some point. I can go dark with light. I'll have to change the tone just a little bit. Although honestly, that could have been a better brown for the pretzel. Like an espresso sort of ice cream. I like coffee ice cream. Stuff's actually really good. You'll have to make the pretzel a darker brown than that. It's definitely a good color to sample off of for that. Okay, once I'm done with that, I am going to save and then switch over to the game, which also means I'll probably have to change over stream title stuff and things. I don't mind. Alright, so that's... Okay, I didn't see the thing. Let's do that again. Yep, saving document. And let's see what we have this looking like so far. Also, I changed the background, like the empty points of the canvas, because I didn't realize you could change that. Changed it to this color. But I might make it a little bit lighter, because I feel like it's kind of distracting. But yeah, not bad for like a little over 2 hours. Also to 2.5, but not bad. I don't usually drop food stuff terribly often. It'll be interesting to see how this shakes out once it's done. Alright, so let me open this thing. Oh, I'm gonna have to... one of these two. Put central, enter central. Options, one of these. Oh, alt. Whoops, not central. There we go. I want that on that screen. And yeah, I saved you. So let me switch over to game screen and there we go. Give me a second. Close that. Okay, there we go. I literally just plugged out the mic and I was just like, did I just? Yeah, I did. I plugged out the mic like a doofus. Don't know why I did that, even though I knew which way the plugs were plugged in. Alright, so let's see. Let me edit this. Puzzle games. Let's see. I'm putting the no back seating on there, but like, if I do ask, like, you can definitely obviously give me hints if I get stuck. Although I feel like no one really pays attention to the tags anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Casual. Alright, and then, let's see, usual rambling. Let's see. And how about if I spell brief right? Brief, word game, no word games, games. What's the other tag I put in there? Casual nerding. Because I'm not wrong. There we go. So that's done. And let's see. This is probably going to put us like 20 minutes overtime. It's fine. Because usually one of these games takes around 40 minutes. Which there's going to be a bit of typing. Word Yacht. And let's make that thing shrink. There we go. And it starts with the player usually going first, which that is myself. Let's see if I get crap letters. Let's see. Gash. Rash. Rush. If I had an I, garnish would be there. Okay. And... Whoops. How about snack? Okay, I figured. On here. Sheer. Here. There. There. Nope. Gain. Gain. Sugar. Bugs. Shrug. If I had an I, there would be rinse right there. Ugh, I have 6-letter. Harshin, maybe? Nope. Damn it. Oh well. I'll have to take this one.
I am very
Yeah.
impressed with your play.
Whatever. I wanted the straight. Because straight's stupid hard to get because getting a 7-letter word is stupid hard. Might be a tiny bit competitive in this one. Just because I know I can get the words usually. But I do miss them. There we go, that's better.
Not bad for a guy who's been locked up in the desert for 50 years.
Which, by the way, everyone else who is on the thing are bots,
This fowl
NPCs.
sees too many vowels.
But you can have other, like, real-life people, but this is not, like, you know, Steam, so it's not anything internet-based, so they would have to be right there in the room in order to do that. So that's the thing. Also, let me put this up here. So I don't lose that. Because that's not going to be fun to look for.
Captain Scurvy's got enough schooling to beat
You
the
had
likes
a
of you.
7-letter. Fishers, man. You had a 7-letter. Why? I get this is easy mode, but
Just
come
looking
on.
at all those
You
consonants
had
is
a
giving me a headache.
7-letter. Dude.
I've had 65 million years of dormancy to work on my strategy.
Do, 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 do. Ages. Shaped? Yeah, shaped is there too. Do, 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 do. Let's see.
Stocking up on consonants for a long voyage, are ye?
Lane, lane, lap, land. Fox, fox, locks. And oh, okay. Fable. Wrong way. Able. Nap. Nap. Lop. Lope. Nope. Open. That's probably what I was thinking of. Okay, there's quite one scene out there. Okay, there we go. Which one do I want? Yeah, I'll just take... Actually, I'll take the yacht.
Let the good times roll.
Oh, it's 32 words. Okay. I play my new... Yay! Have fun! We'll see. Hopefully, one of these times I'll probably see about playing it on medium, which is like normal-ish mode, but that's a little bit harder. Which that's the point. There's no point if it's not a challenge anymore. But yeah, have fun and congrats on finishing your sock. Rasp. Oh, there's no E, not E, there's no D in there. So like anything with like an ED ending would not work. Azures. Ribs. No, there's no C, so no bracers. Oh wait, I would need a second R for that. That's not my turn anyway, but I tend to do that while waiting for my turn. Thinking all the words I can pick in there. But although some hands can be absolutely complete
But I
garbage,
wanted
so
vowels and
yeah,
consonants.
that's the thing. There we go. And
How odd.
ugh.
You rolled mostly vowels. I wonder
I'll
what
be
the odds
quiet.
are on that happening.
Okay. I had an S, goose would be there. Okay. Anything else in there? Okay, there we go. Starter.
I don't know how you could be leading running around on those skinny things.
I feel like I just got probed.
I'm pretty sure it's slightly more stuff
This
than
be
that,
no
dude.
fair. Surely your captain can roll again.
Sorry, phone. An annoying email. Heart. Oh no, no party. Wrap, grip. Oh, so I should move that.
Bad luck,
No.
Captain Scurvy.
Got an L and a grapple. Yeah, that'd be a 7. Do.
Oh, that...
Do you guys have any plans for dinner also? Oh yeah, because I plugged the camera back in, that's why that's doing that. Alright, let's do that. And see why this thing is telling me stuff. Oh, okay. That's what it is. Okay.
Be that what you was rolling for, or is Poseidon angry with ya?
Right. That's what I thought. Hold on. There we go. Well, let's see. Do I have enough for that? Yeah, I need an S for that. Darn it. Did I use curve already? No, I didn't. Alright. And one less than no. S. E. Rev. There we go. Let me just get out of here with the 3-letter. I keep getting weirdly somewhat crummy hands, and it's starting to annoy me. Also, I accidentally opened a thing. Whoopsie. I closed something, but apparently I did not. Oh, it is freezing back home. Sounds fun. Glad I'm not there. Because it sounds like it sucks.
Yes!
It is April. Why is it cold? Well, yeah. It's not gonna be cold until about late April. So I should not be surprised by that, but that sounds 0% fun. And Jones.
Me play be most admirable, don't you think?
You had more stuff, but whatever. I keep saying that, but again, it's easy mode, so they are definitely gonna skip over some things. It's once you get into the harder mode that they're just like, I'm just gonna be a complete pain in the ass to you. So I should check. I'm gonna quickly check gift bot while it's not my turn. See about. Oh, I don't have that one on there, and I was doing it because I'm a doofus. Alright, there we go. I didn't put the party one on there. Okay. I thought I had, but I somehow forgot. There we go. Really? What are with these garbage hands today? Eggs. Joke. Yes. I was about to put faster, but that's not enough. Joke. So. Take. Thanks. Alright. Yeah. No, folks, is with an L and a K, so that's not gonna work. J. Yes. Eat. Oh, I forgot I don't have an R. Whoops. Alright. I forgot I don't have an R. So I'm thinking possibly tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing. I am contemplating either Stardew or maybe a bit of this. Not this specifically, but some of the other games. Might play this on a harder mode or something like that. Or since there's a bunch of other options, I'll possibly go to Domino's because that is a thing on here.
I would like to forget that play.
That or try the Sherlock Holmes game again. Now that I'm no longer annoyed at it. I was annoyed the last time, but I really don't like the being able to move the perspective with the mouse freely and you're unable to lock it. It's really annoying and weird. Really bothers me. I might just skip that and save that for offline play. I don't know. Unless I could get somewhere good in the game or something.
Not a bad play for someone who's just winging it.
That was a terrible pun. Because I like puns sometimes.
These dice are loaded.
And I'm
Why
just
else
like,
would I get so many vowels?
Who told you this was cool? Please don't ever say that again. Mouse also. Sorry. Forgot I had the mouse on there. Let's show the qualifications for the category. Which if you're unsure, you can always just mouse over and be like, hey, what do you need for that? And what's the amount of points you can get and so on. Homies? Is homie? I think homies is a word in this game.
Let's see if your fancy schooling helps you here.
Casters, big, bash, oops. Cat. No, I need another C. Cat. C-A-S-T. Yacht. Oh, beat. Well. Cheats. No, I think you need another T for that, chatters. Cheer. Here. Car. And there we go. Oh. Do I go for the good score or the straight? It's really hard to get a full-on straight. It's really hard to get that good of a score or two. Anything above 50 is a really good score. Damn it. This is why I hate when everything applies to everything. I'll just take the straight. I hope I don't regret this later. Oh, all the things.
There appears to be a mistake. I did not request this many consonants.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play the harder one this time. This is not fair. Oh god. I swear I used to play it on the harder modes, but I hadn't played in a while, so I was just getting used to it. Because, like, medium mode and then there's hard mode, you have to get, like, a good amount of stuff within the 2-minute time period. It's, as it states, harder to do so. Like, you have to be basically think on your feet really fast and also type really fast to put in all the words. Which also you use the mouse, but I prefer typing. Although I feel like my typing speed's not that fast. So anybody with a fast typing speed and is quite wordy could probably get that done. Probably should try it on the harder mode after stream to see how I do. Hopefully not terrible. Which also there's a little thing if you go into the file bit right here to check the statistics. So like you see like how well you've done like in the past games, like what's the highest score, your average score, what's the best word you come up with, and so on and so forth. which they have like that sort of thing with every game. It depends though, you know, on the game, what classifies in there, so you know how well you've played in a game and what mode you've played it on too. So they separate it by which mode you're playing and go from there. Dill is there. Dude. I say that like I'm not talking to a bot.
You're trying to hoard all the vowels, aren't you?
Fish. Oh. Fine. Finds. Fish. Phone. One. Shine. Thin. And ash. Ions. These. No, that would have to be. Okay. Eons. Ugh. I hate playing that word, but. No. As. No, not Fez. Ugh. Oh, hens. No, I'm gonna slam. That's not a great score. Not terrible, but not great either. Hopefully I do not get a terrible last one. Yeah, I just blinked out on words like a couple of times. There we go. See? They can come up with 7 letters. You had rations too, dude. Right, R-A-T-I-O-N-G. No ration. Yeah. No rations. And rationing, I think? No. I don't think rationing would be there. Let me double check. Ration. Yeah. Rationing wouldn't be there. Unrelated to what's currently going on, but I realized Michelin star system, I didn't realize that I was kind of confusing that with, like, you know, the general 5-star system of things. Because Michelin star goes from 1 to 3. I don't know why I thought it went up to 5. Yeah, I was probably meshing those 2 systems together. That's probably why. I thought I had 5 stars. I don't think I'd ever really looked up the Michelin guide, which I think that gets yearly updated. Which that's basically a thing where it's like, hey, these are the places to go and get the food. Which is why getting into that Michelin guide is a really, really, really good thing. Big deal.
And a bottle of rum.
Okay, pirate parrot.
Castle, roll me over.
Gloves. Okay, this is actually going a little bit shorter than I thought it would be. The last time I think it had taken like 40 minutes. But I think everybody's not taking the full 2 minutes, which that's fine. That helps.
You're sure to be making up words with those letters.
Dash. Hip. 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 Down. Down. Hip. Hip. Side. That I said. Tape. 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 Yep. Idea. Ideas. Eat. Eat. Channel. Shade. Add. Add. Adds. Eight. 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 Dish. Add. 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 Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. She. Yep. Oh, okay, I already had that. Okay, I got to my 50. Nice.
Hey, you filled all your
50
categories.
score. Alright, good, good.
I'm not sure.
So
I
I
need
should
this
see how
many
we host,
consonants.
considering this is going to be the last round for everybody. So I'm definitely going to check and see if he is hostable right now. But there definitely should be a bunch of people.
Sometimes even I marvel at my play.
Oh, Prismatic is on. Yeah, I can definitely go and host her. But she also does the crafty things and stuff. Although today we didn't do crafts, but definitely someone who I want to go to. And definitely very, very chill. Oh, I forgot the S because I'm a doofus. Also, I didn't put the Q. That would have also helped. There we go. And the tab so it doesn't yell at me. And also so potential ad doesn't appear. There we go. Alright. And definitely looks like she's a good chunk of people, but yeah, definitely would want to go to. And there we go. Sorry, once I go off of there, it stops making the sounds. That. You have that. You can use the V again, so at least have a... Come on. This is actually the end of this, but hi! I literally was doing some art stuff and then did a bit of this.
To
I
the
just played a
victor
one full game.
belongs the prey.
And considering this is easy mode, I won again, even though I had a good crap hand, like a good chunk of times. And it sucked. But I managed to pull out the categories. But how you doing? How is your Friday going? Which, let me actually show you what I was working on. I have to reopen this thing. Oh, I made 40 words in that 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, Friday at least. There's always that. But yeah, I was chatting about a couple of things that I've done and updates and all the kinds of stuff and things. Which basically, if you haven't noticed, which let me actually go back to the drawing thing. You'll definitely see what I'm talking about with a couple bit of scene overlay changes and stuff. Wrong screen. There we go. Which... Okay, why are you not doing that? Hello? This is what we were working on for a good chunk of the screen. You know those giant overloaded milkshakes? Basically, I was doing the fixing up the line art and changing the sizing for that, so there's that. I think there's still going to be a thing or two I poke about off stream, and then started adding the flat colors, which I'm not 100% sure what the flat colors are going to be. But yeah, that was basically a good 2 hours, and then basically we just finished up that word game. But yeah, there's that one. What do you mean? I didn't modify it. Fire. And also the starting screen, well actually, yeah, that and the starting here, I changed the background. It's still a Galaxy-esque thing, but it's a little bit different, and I think this one is a little bit slower, so hopefully it doesn't bother anybody with like any motion sensitivity. So that's a thing too. Also, other things, Electric Eel Wheel 6 is out to ship for me, so it's gonna be popping up sometime next week, meaning there's probably gonna be a flute spinning stream because since I finished my socks for round 1 of Sock Madness Wednesday, I'm just waiting until the next round happens. That and also website stuff and things. I made a website. I had it sitting around, but I basically worked on it a lot. And also, oh, okay. I saw the thing flashing right at me for a second. I was like, please no taking frames. Taking frames is not cool. Please stop. But thankfully it was a brief one. So yeah, bunch of things to update about. So let's see. I don't think anything really happened other than that, and I don't think I missed any alerts, did I? No, I did not. Okay, so that's hopefully not broken. Alright, but thank you guys for hanging out with me, I do appreciate it. We're gonna go over, I'm gonna go host for that Mage and then probably lurk for a bit, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday. Be back again tomorrow. Not entirely sure what I'll do doing. I might actually, oh yeah, I could spin Floif too, because I have my Turkish spindle. So I can do that too. That is also an option. So, yeah, we'll see. Glad to see you. Sorry I'm leaving. I'm terrible, but yeah. We're a little bit over time or else I would have been off already. But yeah, see you soon. Bye!